morning, everyone. Welcome to our last day of our Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. I'm going to try not to be too bummed out during this stream because I'm going to miss you all. But give me a shout out if you're watching in chat. We've got Sam Peterson. What's up, Sam? Best moderator of all time. Anna. Aria, happy late birthday. How was it yesterday? And late Valentine's Day. Awesome. Andy, Marcia, Mark Jacobs is here. Hello, hello. Good to have you all. Thanks for sticking with me throughout these 2 weeks. Really, really awesome. Good morning, James. Sarwar, hello. Ashi, how you doing? Sarwar, today I'm on time. Yes, you are. Oh, Sam gets the Best Moderator Award. I see how it is. Adobe Live, it's because I know you do a lot of other things as well. Hiromi, hi. David, wow designer. Hello, hello. Ria, let me know where you're watching from. Our studio is here in rainy/sunny San Francisco. So we are in Pacific time, and I'm wondering if anyone is in any other wild time zones. Watching from other continents, let me know. Andrew, Axel. Aria says you had an amazing birthday. Awesome. Adobe Live saying hello to literally everyone in the chat. That's so cool. If you're just tuning in for the first time on the DCC, unfortunately, like I said, this is the last day for this challenge, but you can always check out our previous challenges by going to our Slack channel and checking out the announcements tab. I have it open right meow. You'll see that I have day 9 was posted by Sam. Thank you, Sam. We're going to be covering masks today, which I know can kind of make some people's head explode. They're kind of confusing, so hopefully I'll be able to simplify them a little bit for you and show you like multiple different ways to do the same thing with masks. And then in the previous days, we've done patterns and brushes for Valentine's Day using Capture. We tackled the pen tool, and I think you all did really well. I know some of you were saying that you really didn't like the pen tool, and now you're feeling more comfortable, so that's great. Type and texture, that was really fun. I like that one. Got to see you all work on your distressing skills. Aw, thank you, Aria. Simon says blue sky in the UK. Lucky you. It's great. We did compositing, digital collage, templates. That one was a good one too. Layers and blend modes. Really, really cool. If you want to come hang out on Slack, you can totally do so. You can use the link bit.ly/PS Slack, capital P in PS, capital S in Slack if you want to come join us. This is also where you can be posting your work for feedback. So we've had a bunch of awesome posts, especially this one by Mark. Little Valentine for yours truly. Thanks, Teach. Super cool. Notice this awesome Behance stamp brush that Mark made. Love it. Awesome. And you can go on and scroll through there, give feedback, get feedback, give and take. Very, very cool. So like I said, it's the last day, but you can still come out and hang out with us in Slack. It's going to be staying open, I believe. Join the chat channel, all that kind of good stuff. Is today's template unlocked yet? I believe so. So Carolina and someone else was saying that we should do more challenges like this. You are in luck because we will be starting another Photoshop Daily Challenge in just a couple weeks, but I'll go over more details about that probably at the end of the stream, but stick around. And before I jump into the actual challenge, it's a tea break because your girl's still a little congested if you couldn't tell. I'm sipping on some chamomile citrus as usual. How about you all? Anybody having a nice after dinner tea break, breakfast, coffee break? Who knows? Hey, Dorina. Aria, I might be hosting it. Wink with both eyes. Yay! Luana, yes, we will have more challenges. Another part of this last day of streaming is that I am going to be looking and reviewing a bunch of projects for the last chunk of the stream. So maybe I can specifically review some people in chat since you're here and you're live. So stick around for that. That'll be coming near the end of the stream. This stream's going to be a little bit longer than our usual 25 minutes. It'll probably be closer to 35. Ooh, Siobhan, rooibos. Is that how you pronounce it? I pronounce it differently every time because no one's ever told me. Sig has a French vanilla cappuccino. Yum. I've got my iced latte as well. Although I don't know if you can see it because it's camouflaged. It's hidden. Oh, thanks, Chad. I feel a little bit better, just a little bit. NyQuil helps. Okay, so let's jump into masks. And Chad, I'm interested to hear what you think about these masks because there's a bunch of different ways to do them, and I know you are a Photoshop whiz, so maybe we'll have some other tips in the chat. If you have the starter file downloaded, it'll look something similar to this. Yours will probably look more like this. But all I've done so far is change the name of the band to Static Halogen. I literally used like a band generator name generator. I could not think of a cool band name that matched this cool guy. So let me know your band names that you are going to be using. Maybe you'll make a fan poster for your favorite band. Maybe one will be made up. You're welcome to totally change this image to whatever you would like. I just brought an image in from Adobe stock and then put on a black and white filter to make it feel like it was taken with a film camera. I kind of blew out the highlights, but then added some fade to it. Oh, thank you, Haley. This font is, let's see, let's open our properties window. If you don't see your properties, which I actually do see over here now, but you can always go to Window and make sure Properties is chosen. So this font is Mardell, which is one of my go-tos this season. I've been using it a lot this season, winter 2019. Okay, let me increase my layers just a bit. So the way that this file is set up is it's pretty easily editable by you. You can click these color fill layers, click the actual swatch or the thumbnail of the color, double click it, that'll bring up a color picker, and it's a live preview. So you look at that combo, wow. You can choose colors and edit them on the fly. I could click OK, it would be committed, but I'm gonna do Command Z to go back to my original kind of macaroni color. Oh, Dorina, we are going to be using lock transparent pixels as one of our techniques, so hopefully this will help you. Now I want to mainly add texture within Static Halogen. This texture could be a photo that you blow out to just be black and white. It could be what we have here is a newsprint texture that I converted to bitmap and then put a halftone texture on, or I put a halftone texture on it and then converted it to bitmap. So that's why it has this cool kind of dotty, very newsprint texture on it. All this is black pixels. So you could also easily, just on a transparent layer, open your brush tool and scribble with black, and that could be your texture as well. Hey D, what's up, Andy? Brian, hello, hello. Cool, I will try to, Brian. All right, so what I want to do is add the texture to Static Halogen. Now the first thing that I'm going to do on Static Halogen, this layer, on the transparent texture layer, is I'm going to lock my transparent pixels. This is what Dorina was saying that they're having trouble with. So that is this icon. On the layers panel, it looks kind of like a checkerboard. You're going to lock it. And when you do that, you'll notice that, say I'm painting with a yellow and I paint on it, it's just going to paint where the texture or the pixels are. Where the background is transparent, nothing is happening. All right, let's zoom out. So let's lock that. And the reason I'm locking that is so that I can change the color easily by using a foreground fill technique. So say I want to, let's see, add a blue texture within Static Halogen. I'm gonna change my color picker to a nice blue, make sure my texture layer is selected, and I'm gonna hit Option Delete, and that's gonna fill my entire layer with blue. It would be Option or Alt, I believe, on a PC. So check it out, I have a blue layer now, really, really easy. And now, if I clip that layer to Static Halogen, you'll notice that it is now masked within it. This is kind of quick and dirty masking. It's not technically, I guess, masking, although Chad, maybe you'll have a different opinion. But this is a good way to make changes quickly, but it's not really easily editable in the long run. But this is a good way to have a different color texture that doesn't match the background color. Cool. So the way that I clip that layer and you'll notice it's clipped because it has a downward pointing arrow, is I just held Option, and when I do that and hover between the layers, you'll see this icon appear. You click, and now it's clipped. Unclipped, holding down Option, click, it's clipped to the layer below it. Okie doke. So now let's actually make a real mask. A real mask. The way that I'm going to do that is I'm going to hover over the actual thumbnail of the layer for texture right here. I'm going to hold Command, holding down Command. I'm going to click on it, and that will select all of the pixels in this layer. You'll see tons and tons of marching ants. It's a little bit wild. Don't look too closely. All right, from here, I could just turn off this layer. I'm turning it off with the eyeball tool, or the eyeball icon. I'm gonna go down to my text layer. So I have static halogen selected now. And I'm going to click this magnificent layer mask icon here down at the bottom of the layers panel. Click it. Okay, we have a mask. It's that easy. So you'll see that this is the mask. Hello, or I'm a mask. And it has only masked out the texture of the newsprint on top of static halogen. So this is totally see-through now. Like these orange pixels that you see within static halogen is actually the background showing through it. I can prove that to you by changing the color of the background, and it changes with it. It's pretty awesome. So you can go ahead and edit this however you see fit. You can even, since this is masked the entire image, you could even change the typeface of static halogen and it would stay masked. I kind of like the gnarly one. It's like not really readable, not legible, but it's kind of cool. Yeah, Andy, that's another way of doing it. So this is cool. You can go ahead and change the typeface as you see fit. You could even change the name and it would stay masked. Let's change this to Adobe Live. Very awesome. Let's go back to the original. I'm just doing Command Z to go back. And now I'm going to turn on some text layers that I have created in the past. So these are just a little bit of secondary information like the opening acts, Adobe Live, and the chat bots is going to be playing as well. And I just made up a production company, Audio City Presents Static Halogen. Cool. So I'm really excited to see what you all make with this. Please make up your own bands, do your favorite band. Who knows, maybe make an Adobe Live band. Very interested. And then get those posted on Behance. I'm going to get this exported and posted, but first I'm going to change the colors, I think, back to something closer to what I originally had. I really like that macaroni color. Kind of makes me hungry, but it's a good one. Okay, let's get this exported as. Boom. Make sure this is a JPEG. And I think I actually made this 11 by 17, which is really tabloid size, poster size. So let's decrease this size a little bit for Behance. It's thinking. Export all. I can't believe I'm going to be putting this in day 9. Do you feel good now knowing that all 9 challenges are revealed to you? They're no longer a mystery hiding in these blue folders. And let's change this title to Cat Keycaster. Hello. Stop that. All right, while that is exporting, I'm going to come back to Behance, edit my project. You're wearing the color, so of course you like it. Sig, don't call me out. Don't expose me like this. Oh boy, didn't even realize. How embarrassing. Look, here it is again. Ah! Okay, let's add our media. This is our last submission to our project. Go back to day 9. Here it is. Sniffle, sniffle. Garvey, you want 3 more challenges? Okay, come back in 2 weeks. All right, day 9. I'm gonna say gig poster because that sounds cooler. For some reason, I imagine this band is from the UK, so they'd probably call it a gig, right? All right, save that. Let's go check it out. I know, last submission hype. Get that hype going in the chat. And let's check out our entire project. I'm pretty proud of it. It looks pretty cool. Hopefully this is a good way for you to show off the breadth of skills that you've learned in the last 2 weeks. We got digital collage, compositing. You guys made some really interesting and fantastical composites, I must say. Our postcard, our pen tool practice, the fun Valentines from yesterday, and then our gig poster. Yeah, Wendy, it feels good to finish a project. That cannot be a truer statement. Awesome. So that's enough of looking at my work. Let's check out some of yours. The way that you can find each other's work on Behance is you make sure that your keyword is PS Daily Challenge in your project. And when you search for that by clicking on the search and filter tool and then searching up here, PS Daily Challenge, make sure you are filtering by most recent. And when you search that, you will see all of this. So I'm actually gonna refresh just to make sure. I see there's a new project by Roman. Awesome. So I'm just gonna scroll through this first because I think there are hundreds. I'm not sure, but it sure feels like hundreds. Super impressed. I like seeing all of the different thumbnails that you use. Some of you have made custom ones. Some of you have used your projects as your thumbnails. I think I'll probably come back and edit my thumbnail to make it custom. There's a nice Valentine by Dan. That's awesome. I'm gonna jump into maybe this project because there's a dog. This has a nice thumbnail. Just kind of opening some projects that look visually intriguing. And then we'll look at some of yours. Dama wants me to check theirs. Okay, Dama, do yours as well. Bojana's always in chat. Awesome, let's look through these and then I'll look through a couple chat people. This is by Kaiki, I think. Has some really nice type laid out in the top. Nice hierarchy, good job. And I really enjoy how even though day 1 was very beginner and a lot of people were just getting their feet wet, kind of just following along the starter file, he used his own image. So that's awesome and changed the color palette. It's great. Cool use of the template. I like the brown outline. It's nice. I wonder if you did this image or this composite or if you found it somewhere. I'd be very impressed if you did it yourself. This is what I'm talking about with fantastical composites and collages. I think since this is so far away in the background, if you want to push it a little bit further, you could add a grayness to it to kind of put some atmospheric like depth in here. As things get further away, they get grayer, kind of like as you see, or bluer, as you see in the mountains here. And there's the dog. Nice use of adding a stroke around everything to keep it cohesive. Awesome. Anne, nice. This is what I really wanted to look at. Really nice use of texture, showing the background color through it. I wonder if you used masks. And I'm curious to know if you did all of this lettering yourself. Very cool. I love letters as texture. Really interesting way to tackle it. This is by George, a practical guide to design your way out of chaos, no matter who you are. I love that. This is pretty abstract. It's not really specific images, so I love how that matches with the idea of chaos. This is very chaotic in the background, but the type is very clear. Nice job. All right, McKenzie. This is so interesting because it uses a similar image in the background to fill the shape, and then sharper images of the actual flowers to add secondary details. Very cool. I'd love to see a whole series of this, McKenzie. Please do so. All right, Silvia. Wow. From day 1, you were doing your own thing. I love how you matched the color composition so that the layers felt like they actually belonged in the same image. A lot of blues, a lot of reds, very warm. Nice job, Bojana. I remember seeing this when you posted it. Very cool. Abstract idea. Very, very nice. All right, I'm gonna go over to the chat. Here I am. Wow, in real time. And I'm going to just click on some of your names, maybe D as well. Aria. Yeah, Silvia, I'm glad that you're here. That's awesome. All right, let's get these open. Nice. Mark, do you have... Okay, here we go. So you've made projects since you started the DCC. That's very cool. If you want to check out each other's projects, you can do the thing that I just did, which is just clicking on the icons in chat. I remember this made me feel kind of strange to look at because his body was made of pancakes. And it's like strangely flesh colored. It's very strange. Excuse me. I remember we gave you feedback for this in Slack. Very nice. We were commenting on how the really simple color palette of just the yellow and black was super effective, and then you added some little pieces of green. I wish that this green matched the green over here. Is this the emoji for corn? That would keep things even more cohesive. That's so strange. Why can't I stop thinking about corn? Tom, I ask myself that every day. The kookaburra. This looks like a nightmare. In a good way. Nice. From day one, you're even taking dangerous chances, adding your own images, playing with blend modes. Love it. Great job, David. Let's get the rest of the days up here as you finish them. I can't wait to see the finished product. All right, D. So it looks like you have day 6 up here. Let's check it out. Oh, didn't see you there. So this was when we were playing with different typefaces and adding texture to it. Since this is supposed to be a postcard, I would love to see it mocked up. I know that wasn't part of the project that I took you through, but I think you could do it. Very nice. Tea break. Everyone else? All right, Gavin, see ya. Awesome. All right, Aria, here we go. So much reviewing. So sweet, love it. I noticed there's a lot of like dark blue and brown in your work. And cats. Must be allergic to them. Cool, I can't wait to see the rest of the days come to fruition as you finish. So you can totally work through the weekend on these. They do not need to be done today, but it would be great to see all of the projects done over the weekend. That's awesome. As the stream ends, I slowly go into a coughing fit. Awesome. This is cool. Nicole, I like this. Should probably just make this full screen. That would be helpful. Ashi, thank you. I know, kitty. Aria, any tips for you? I'd really just like to see it finished. I think I can see your skills increasing through every project. This is interesting. It's like Thumbelina. Nice. Alrighty, so like I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we will be having another challenge. Thank you, Paco. We'll be having another challenge in 2 weeks. It's gonna start on March 4th, I believe. But the first day of challenges will be March 5th. So mark that in your calendar. Thank you. Mark that in your calendar. We'll be back and it's gonna be a Photoshop again. Marquise, I will do that after the stream. Remind me, if you're in Slack, remind me, that'd be great. Oh, I know, cool, I'm glad that I helped you. But yeah, come back in 2 weeks, it's gonna be great, and make sure you stick around for Adobe Live as well. We're here pretty much every Tuesday through Thursday, sometimes Mondays and Fridays with awesome designers, UI, UX, graphic photographers, all the good stuff here at be.net/live. If you want to stick around the Slack channel, I'm going to hang around, always be giving feedback, so keep posting your work, get these updated by the end of the weekend, or take the time that you need. No rush, really. Yay, David! Looking forward to March 5th. Cool. So I'm really proud of you all. You've done awesome these last 2 weeks. I can see great changes, an awesome community being made. I really appreciate it. So I will be heading out of here, gonna go drink some tea, try to get better. Roman, you marked it on the calendar. Awesome. I'll be well for the next 2 weeks. I will see you soon and see you on Slack. Bye, everyone.